Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. Well, last time, we made it inside the Sierra Madre casino. Let's just say, yes, that's good news in some ways, bad news in others. The good news is, now we're inside the casino, waiting is no longer disabled, meaning I can basically refresh my implant GRX count whenever I flipping want to, which is good, because I'm pretty sure, as a result of last episode's ridiculous run back from the bell tower, we did have just a one left. If, however, I just help myself to, a lovely 21-hour nap here, there we go, much better. So yes, that's the good news. The bad news, however, is pretty much everything else, actually. Because up to this point, for the most part, we've been fighting ghost people. Ghost people are terrifying, absolutely, but there are also solutions to dealing with them. But so at this point, unfortunately, ghost people aren't really gonna be an issue anymore. Because inside the casino, it's all about holographic security. And yes, right now I can't do anything in terms of turning that on inside this room. There's a lot of work we need to do inside the casino before all the systems come back online. But yes, speaking of holographic security, holographic security is terrifying, actually. Because ghost people are slow. And when they see you, they do a small dance, they've got to, get out their weapon, they pull their arm back very slowly, then they toss a spear at you. And a spear is a slow-moving physical item you can just get out of the way of, especially with Implant GRX in play. Holograms, not so flipping much. Those bastards, if they decide they don't like you, just turn red, put their hands on their head, at that moment, start blasting you with automatic laser fire. Which is much bloody harder to dodge. And that's ignoring the fact that, you can't just rush them with Implant GRX and take them down. All your attacks go straight through them. That's not to say, of course, there aren't solutions to holograms, and we're going to be talking about that in the first part of this casino's main mission. Speaking of which, much like the missions we got back down in the villa, here in the casino, Dead Money's going to be giving me a bunch of really tiny micro-objectives. And the first one, restoring power to the rest of the casino, that's basically a tutorial for dealing with the holograms. So, okay. Let's move into the casino, because, for now that's literally the only room we can go into, and say hello to a hologram. Up to now, holograms have been friends, because, if they see ghost people, they will murder ghost people. But now there's no ghost people, there's just me. So it's very much me they're happy to murder. If you see a hologram and it's blue, it's chill. If it detects you, in fact, you know what, I don't want to demonstrate that, and oh, yes, I know you want to yell at me, Father Elijah, it's fine.
This is the past you're walking through. Few have ever seen it. No one else ever will. I worked hard to get here. It'll give me what I need before I leave, and it'll always welcome me back.
Now, look for a way to wake this ghost up. Remind it, it's got guests.
Sorry, occasionally Father Elijah just likes giving really dramatic speeches that don't really mean anything. So, yes, as I say, I don't really want to demonstrate this guy going angry. We'll see it soon enough, I'm sure. So, the problem is, right now, he's just stuck there, facing this direction forever. And he does play by normal rules of perception, which is, he can only see the way it looks like he ought to see, i.e. the game acts like he's seeing out of his eyes, even though he's like a hard-like construct or something. So, yes, don't worry about that. The point is, in terms of detection, we can treat him like any other enemy. More importantly, though we can't kill him, there's a lot of other ways we can manipulate him. In particular, hologram controls right here. This is very, very bloody important, because this is an automated security system, meaning, obviously, if you can get into the control system, you can turn it on, you can turn it off, or more often, you can change what it does. On this occasion, this guy is, hang on, let's get the exact readout here, guarding at the bar stairs. I don't want him to do that, because that means he's going to be guarding in this direction forever. Instead, what I'm going to do is say, hey, go patrol elsewhere, please. So yeah, at this point he just naps off, wanders over in that direction, and we can go upstairs. Upstairs being relatively safe because there's no holograms up here. But there is a radio behind the bar. Hang on, I think you can just see it. Yeah, you can just see it there. So be careful of that. So yeah, he's now going to be patrolling in this area. So yeah, we can just move him out the way. But also of interest, hang on, I just want to make sure he's naffing off, actually. Yeah, you're over there right now. If we can find the projectors that control these things, we can disable them for good. So repair a 50, turn that off, and he just disappears. That was the projector for that guy. And he's now just gone forever. So that's really bloody good. There's also this guy over here who's guarding what we do ultimately want to get to. But yeah, we're not going to cause trouble for him, because if he gets angry, there's literally nothing I can do about it. So, yeah, instead we're going backstage here. And yeah, this is in part just a case of knowing where the safe zones are in terms of radios, because that's an unshielded radio. If I was allowed any form of projectile, I could just toss it into that thing, it would break, and there would be no more radio signal. But we can't do that, so yeah, we need to move fast and know the safe zones. So just move in here, open the door. There's going to be a hologram there, don't worry about him. And yeah, there's a safe zone over here. We just want to keep moving up, because once we're upstairs, we're safe for now. There's also, yeah, another safe zone over here. But yeah, the radio signal around here is actually coming from, hang on, a radio up top here. Turn that off. We're now safe up in this direction, which is beautiful. So yeah, all we do now is find the next terminal, and it's not you, it's, yeah, you. So just to crack you open with a science of 100, that should not take me a moment. Hang on. Probably, there we go. Runs. Beautiful. So yeah, the guy who was guarding the hallway that we saw for a split second there, I'm now going to change his behaviour to guarding the bar door. Alright, don't worry about anything else. That is all fine. So yeah, just keep your eyes open. And yes, I'm aware there's beeping. You just have to physically move. So just use the camera to keep an eye open. So right, he will now not turn around under any circumstances. He's just guarding that door. So just straight through here, there's more beeping. That's the same radio we saw previously, and I'm pretty sure... There we go. There's his emitter. So now that's taken care of. Yeah. He's now gone. He just doesn't exist anymore. So just get back over here. Beautiful. And yeah, there's one more thing we need to do back here. Well, actually two. But one like a really important thing, which is that is not the right thing. Hang on. This computer. It's one of these computers. So, right, you're hard-locked, which is, actually, you know what? We don't need to bother doing that, because I am pretty sure just mosey back into the lovely bar area. Stand up for a second. That's the passcode. Yeah, beautiful. So just get back down, get out of the beeping to reset the timer. And avoid skeletons, because skeletons can, you know, cause trouble. Insofar as Bethesda physics, potentially you might take damage from a stray bone or whatnot. So now we've got that, we just crack this open and jab. Two of the three are now removed. The first guy and that guy we just got rid of there. The guy who's guarding the electrical closet door, however, he's still where he was originally. He's the guy we really need to get rid of. So crack open the door and also move him to the other side of the room. Before we move on, though, yeah. The gun cabinet here, Sierra Madre armor, reinforced. And the armor we already had was really bloody good. But yeah, there's also, hang on, a reinforced helmet right here. This armor now goes from really bloody good to absolutely amazing. Arguably the best light armor in the entire game. So, yeah. Just to pop you on, sir, and yeah, I appreciate right now my existing armor is DT 16 versus 15. When we change over, we can use my existing armor to repair this armor, so as a result of that, yeah, DT-18. That is like the best light armor in the game in terms of detain. And yeah, same deal with the helmet right now. Pop on a reinforced, and then use my existing one to improve it. Beautiful. So yeah, we've got a lot of flipping DT here. That is just gorgeous. So okay. We've got good armor going on. That is fine. Just move past this here speaker. And then yeah, back down into the room below. Because these days, if we just poke around the corner for a second, there's that guy. So I'm just going to wait for him to, mosey over that. And then we're just going to go straight over here. There's his emitter. And there we go. All 3 security holograms are taken care of even before we flick the switch and thus restore the casino to working order. At which point it becomes, a casino. And there are like, bartenders, etc., etc., and no security holograms. But I've already got rid of them. But, yeah. Let's just say it's not always going to be that easy. Very often, the emitters are not in highly convenient locations where you could just, turn them off. They're often hidden, really out of the bloody way. In places where, for example, you can only really access them by shooting them because they're like on the ceiling or tossing grenades at them if they're on top of another structure. And I can't shoot things or use grenades, so there's gonna be times that isn't an option. Anyway, for now, let's get the power back on.
Woke it up good. Emitter frequencies lighting up everywhere.
So okay, just grab some loot, lovely. Well yeah, the casino just wakes up around me.
Damn recordings. Dead echoes in the frequencies. Casino security is shutting down, opening up its vendor and gambling programs in the back casino. Still might be something for sale. Maybe something can help you now security's shut down. After you're done looking around, head to the lobby and we'll deal with you, friends.
And there we go. The casino is now nice and chill, including, I'm pretty sure... Nope, you know what? That radio's still working. But yeah, some of the other radios might have turned off, including, I'm pretty sure, back in the lobby, a couple of shielded radios, the nasty red ones, which you can't take out even with guns, they've turned off now. Yeah, if I want to come back here and say gamble or whatnot, I can do so. This guy over here, he lets me change pre-war money for chips, or chips for pre-war money. So, if I need more supplies, that could be very much worth doing. But okay. That was kind of the tutorial for the flipping holograms. Now we move on to something else entirely.
Casino's woken up, paying attention to us. Good. Wondering what happened to your team? Looks like they got moved to other floors. Interesting. Maybe that's why... Perhaps the casino recognized specific guests, or guests with a voice or look close enough for them to be assigned to that floor. We'll see. Had hoped with the power restored, the systems would fully awaken. Especially the sound archives. But no. Your teammates' callers on each floor are interfering with the systems. It's the white noise filters embedded in their construction. They're blocking the casino speakers, the music. You'll need to recalibrate or destroy each caller. To do that, you'll need to get close, reset the signal, or blow their heads off. I'll leave the choice up to you. My preference? End them now. They're of no use. After all, it's safe to kill them now, provided you make it quick. You see, the callers don't work inside the Sierra Madre. Well, between floors. Else, I'd set off the callers. Be done with it. So find them, deal with them, as long as you're fast and can get off the floor after killing them. The floors, whatever they line this place with, interferes with the caller frequency. So if you kill them, you should have some time to run. Oh, just not sure how long. May not be consistent. More, less, whatever. It doesn't matter. What we need is in the basement. We need to go to the top first and write our fortunes down. after we deal with your team on the other floors.
So there we go. We built our team, they did their jobs, and now we need to kill them, or otherwise remove them from the equation. And yeah, he's happy for me to kill them. I don't necessarily want that to happen. So yeah. Step 1 is a little bit on the confusing side, though admittedly yes, at this point you can do it in pretty much any order. Now you can go to the theatre, or you can go straight over to the suites. Don't go into the suites though, because when you do, yeah, that structure just locks down for the time being. You're stuck in there. I don't want to be stuck in there, not just yet anyway. So, yeah. Instead, step 1, we're dealing with a dog and or god. Which is a bit of a weird one, because, yeah, officially, they're inside the restaurant here. So yeah, just a mosey on throw.
Going to make casino burn. No
Hurry up
more
and deal with the FEV reject. He's of no use to us.
And yeah, you can hear them arguing nearby. Very literally arguing with each other. Yeah, there's another bloody radio way up there. What I need immediately, though, is, yeah, this key. That's the critical bit. Because even though they're in here, I can't get to them in here. Because the doors are, like, locked down or whatnot, though. While I am here, mind, I'm just going to, yeah, go into this bathroom. Because there is a radio right here. And if there's a radio that can be turned off, turn it off. So yeah, even though they're like, you know, right nearby to this location, you can't get in this way. You've got to go in the longer way round. So yeah, you just gotta nip in here in order to get a flipping key, and then instead you, like, you know, leave and go straight back to where you just were in the casino. It's a slightly confusing way of doing things, but yeah, that's what we need to do next. And things are about to get a bit weird and also painful, because this is one of very few instances where you literally can't avoid taking damage, because basically what's going on is, yes, Dog and or God wants to blow up the casino. Specifically, Dog wants to, and God can't really stop him doing so. So yeah, as a result of that, they've created a gas leak in the kitchen. I've got to go in and take care of that. The problem is, the gas in the air does damage to you. And it's a really weird, unique damage type that doesn't appear to exist anywhere else in the game. Like, it kind of feels like poison damage. You may recall I'm immune to poison damage because I replaced my heart with, like, a robot heart. Despite that, though, yes, unfortunately, I kind of take damage anyway. So the trick is, we need to do this very bloody fast indeed. Basically, yeah, disabling the gas leak before we take too much damage. So, as soon as we step through the store, that's going to start happening. There's going to be multiple valves that need to be turned to deal with the gas leak. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, do one implant GRX before we step into the room. It's also very important, by the way, I don't get spotted, because if Dog and or God sees me, they'll set off the explosion, and I just die. Luckily, yeah, with Sneak 100 in a dark room, they basically can't detect me unless I do a little dance in front of them. So right, 165 right now, but that is not going to last. So, right, here we go. And yeah, the kitchen is very, very bloody small. Like, really small. Literally, it's just basically these a handful of rooms. So yeah, go over here. This is valve number 1. Repair successful. Turn around, go through here, just cut straight across in this location. There's number 2. Number 3 is nastier, though, because they're standing in nearby. It's number 3, and yeah, we've lost 1 health already. Let's just go around the long way. And eyes open. I need him to walk away. Because, yeah, he's currently... There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. He's walking away. And there we go. Gas leak resolved. There is now no gas. The gas just drains immediately. So I took 2 hit points just because I was moving so fast. Honestly, that is a-okay. So now we just chat to Dog and or Gods.
You? Master? No, not Master. Dog remembers you. kind to Dog. Dog can't
Do this? Yes, he can. You caused this. Coddled him. Protected him. Now I'm going to have to take control from...
You need to go. Run! Dog is going to burn Voice. Burn Voice out. Burn it away.
So yes, Dog is not doing very well right now, and currently he's kind of the dominant personality, because primarily so far, I've been dealing with Dog, because I wanted to deal with Dog, because he could teach me fun tricks for dealing with ghost people. But yes, Dog, how about we don't explode the casino, and instead just flipping leave?
Dog is tired of Voice inside. Tired of being in another cage. Again. Try to...
Kill this human, Dog. Kill them. If this casino is destroyed, good. It'll kill the old man, too. The one who...
Shouts at Dog. The Voice shouts. And to stop the Voice, Dog needs to burn it out.
God, meanwhile, yes, very much wants to kill me because I wasn't very polite to God earlier, basically manipulating him into staying behind and working the switches back in the day. But yes, what we're going to do now is resolve the situation, even though I didn't do much work for Dog and or God earlier. So come along, Dog, that Voice doesn't actually control you.
Dog tried to shut it out. Tried to hurt self enough to make it...
Quiet. Shh, Dog. Let me handle this. I'll let you feed on this human when we're done.
It is a creepy conversation, it must be said. But yes, let's start off with speech 50 by basically impersonating a Dog's master.
Master, Dog hoped you would come. Voice is going.
To stop you? You think your pull is stronger than mine? No. No, I've minded Dog, protected him far longer than you ever have. He won't...
Listen to you. If Master sent you, Dog is listening.
And here we go. This is why we needed at least speech 85. Because with a little bit of a speech, we can resolve this issue once and for all. So okay, imagine the Voice not as a voice, but as water. Look at the Voice now, and what do you say?
Dog can see the Voice. Looks just like Dog.
And Dog looks just like me. You've hurt yourself. Inside. Do you see now? See?
In the water. Dog understands now. Dog knows what happened.
And here we go. We can now encourage him to step into the water and just sort of merge the personalities together a bit.
If Dog goes into the water, Dog can't help if Master gets mad. You were nice to Dog. Dog wants to help.
He's right. If you merge us, then we, or whatever we become, we can't help you when you reach whatever's at the Sierra Madre's end.
And Dog doesn't want to unremember you, may forget you.
We will forget almost all that has happened here. You'll be alone, at the old man's mercy. Like Dog. Like me.
And honestly, that is a-okay. Just continue stepping into the water. Let's do the personality merge thingy.
Dog understands. Dog has done bad things. Knows why Voice was...
Furious with him. Tired of the anger. Thank you, Courier. Even if it's only for minutes before the Sierra Madre kills us all, then...
Dog hopes you find a way to save self, like you helped Dog, and...
When you meet him, find a way to save yourself, as you tried to save us. Otherwise, I'll be upset with you.
And there we go. As the DLC encourages us to do on many occasions, let's go.
You were there all the time.
All the time. You were there. And so close. Together.
And there we go. The merging has now occurred.
Who are you? What is this place?
Jazz, I'm gonna be honest, that would be a difficult question to answer.
I feel as if I've woken up. I don't know you, yet I feel like I do, and a feeling of gratitude. Forgive me, I'm wounded. This chain, this bear trap on my arm. How did I even get this far with these wounds? The pain is excruciating. I need to rest for a moment.
And that is A-OK, dog and or god. You just stay here, chill out, I'll take care of some business elsewhere.
Thank you for whatever you have done. I will remain here. Need to get my strength back.
And there we go. That's the mission complete. We shouldn't be taking damage anymore. And just before we move on, yeah, there's a terminal here that lets me download a Starlet hologram code snippet, which, yes, we might be needing later. So let's just grab that now, just in case. But yeah, with that resolved, we should now be able to crack open this door, basically get straight back to where we were earlier, in the restaurant where we got the key. Problem is, yes, you may have heard earlier, there was some hammering on the door back in the lobby. We're not entirely 100% done with ghost people, as it turns out. So, yeah, let's just make sure, yeah, 163, we are fine. And with more ghost people coming in, yeah, I'm just going to do one more medics as well. It's not so bad, though. I'm expecting to see one downstairs, two upstairs. Nice and spread out. So,
Accessing the music archives now.
okay, there you go. In fact, you know what? You, sir, are nice and available for a quick punch. So, right. You should go down nice and quick, and if need be, I can retreat back into the restaurant.
Now they found a way inside.
Now, where are the rest of them?
And don't try and leave yourself, or I'll let the caller do its work.
Yes, Elijah, I know. Just chill out. And, oh. Okay, fall back for a sec. There's two upstairs, I think. Okay. I'm going to do one implant GRX just to, yeah, get upstairs fast. Because I'm hoping you will not detect me if I just... There we go, perfect. Get behind you, and yeah. A few crosses will take care of you, my friend. In fact, you needed 2 hits. And there should be one, probably a Seeker right there. I don't know of his position, but somehow he has not detected me. So yeah, just cross. And, okay, good, something burst. Good. Good. So, okay. That's those guys taken care of for now. We're going forward. Every time we come back into this room, there's going to be more of them. So, okay. Next up, we've got, yeah, one more tiny micro mission to do, which is curtain call. Dean flipping domino. This is, yes, another really bloody tiny mission. One that can be a bloody nightmare. So, yeah. Straight on into the theatre, because it's a roller coaster once you get in to the flipping casino. So, okay, just step inside.
If that ghoul's still alive, correct that. Or break him.
So, okay. This is where the holograms really bloody come into play. Just need to quickly sort out the very bloody lucky there. Spot on. Yeah, crack open security. Sort myself to a lobby security code. I might need that down the line. But yes, basically, this location is cooking full of radios. It's loads of radios, and in a minute, it's going to be a lot of cooking holograms. And that is a horrifying bloody combination. But okay. Just run forward, because, yeah, there is a nice safe zone right about here. And right about here. Sorry, I was a bit close to something over there, but here is good. Good. So here's what's going to happen. Well, one, yeah, radio that I can't destroy, radio I can't destroy, more cooking radios over there. Yep, there's one there. So they're basically cooking everywhere. And that's not the only problem. Because, yeah, that well-lit up music book right there, that's got the key in it that opens that door over there. So we've got to get backstage to deal with this room. The problem being, the moment I interact with that book, security's coming in. Holograms. And they can detect you immediately and start firing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to rig the deck a bit in our favour. So just before we interact with this thing, yeah, we're going to activate another implant GRX. So just activate that, grab this, there's the key, and now we start running immediately. So what's probably going to happen is Dean Domino might come and say hi in a second. No, I think we've actually bypassed Dean Domino for the simple reason that, yes, we were too fast to actually speak to him. Hopefully that doesn't break the mission. So, right, there is an emitter right here. Repair a flipping 100 to deal with, yes, one of the people outside. And there's more I want to do yet, which is, yes, Dean's dressing room is right here. There is a radio, which we can turn off. And there is a key. We're going to be... Okay, just hang on, yes. That was bad timing for Implant GRX to wear off, but that's fine. Yeah, we've got the key that we wanted. Do I want to do another Implant GRX? You know what? Yes, I do. Because it's way easier to recharge them in this bit of the world. So what we're doing next is, yeah, avoiding that cloud by just clinging to the wall. There's a radio in there. I have to go over the skeletons, which I don't love. But yes, if I go to this terminal, and then power off the ambient audio system, that creates a safe zone right here, which didn't previously exist. There's also another safe zone in here, next to this thing. What I want to get to is... Okay, please don't bloody get, you know, trapped or whatnot. Yes, another emitter right here. Repair a 50. That takes out the second of 3 holograms. Just get back to the cooking safe zone. Jab. We should now be good. Another safe zone right here as well. The one we just created. Yeah, now we use the key from Dean's dressing room to crack open Vera's dressing room. There's a radio in here, but that's a basic one. We can turn that off and no trouble. So now, yeah, a lot of this area is really bloody safe. And on top of that, I get myself a recording, which I need to play on the system to, like, you know, put this area into performance mode or something. And yeah, also take Vera's master key. Dean Domino's supposed to explain some of this, by the way, but I kind of, yes, like, sprinted too fast through the area, so he didn't have the opportunity to do so. And once again, I'm really hoping that's not going to cause trouble down the line. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else we actually need or whatnot. So yeah, there's just one last thing we need to get done. All we need to do now, using that key, now get over to, yeah, the door over there. 2 holograms are gone. The only one left is on the stage. I don't think I can deactivate him. I'm only aware of, yeah, 2 projectors. The question is, oh. Okay, just wait for him to naff off, and if he doesn't go flipping... Oh, no, he's gone yellow. Implant GRX, go. Go, 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 go. He's only yellow, he's not red. So yeah, took flipping all the Implant GRX for safety, but in the end, the job is done. Take another skill magazine, and activate the holotape projector. So yes, just insert the holotape that we just saw, and yeah, the security will go away, because instead, Dean Domino, or a recording of him, will start playing. So the only holograms that will appear instead will be the audience holograms, who are nice and chill, and everything will be fine. So in just a second, you're going to nav off, my friend. There are possibly a few seconds, because... Okay, stand in the right spot, John, because yes, there are other radios nearby and whatnot. But the point is, yeah, Dean Domino should be very happy to see me at this point. He's upstairs backstage, by the way. He's supposed to tell you all this, but yes, I kind of broke the game by, like, going too fast on account of, Implant GRX or whatnot.
Oh, those electric ghosts aren't the kind of audience I like at the best of times. At least the ones in the villa had manners. Don't even know how I ended up here. Guess the casino still recognizes guests, even after all this time, huh? How's that for history?
There we go. Dean Domino here is about to explain some very important bits and pieces about, yes, how this DLC works. Like, you know, the story underpinning the whole flipping thing. Let's start off nice and polite here. How are you doing, Dean?
Look, I'm more about the short goodbyes than long, thankful speeches. But I appreciate you bailing me out of a tight spot there, partner. I know you didn't do it out of the goodness of your heart. So let me give you something a little more practical. A way we both come out ahead.
And okay, here we flipping go. He's about to, yes, tell me a story, and also give me some rather useful tools.
I'm not an idiot. I know the reason I'm in here now is because of the old guy. And you. And you're wearing a collar, so I trust you a little more than the old guy. He's more controlling than I'd like. Thing is, here's where being my partner pays off. See, I know how to get into the casino vault. There's a private elevator, Sinclair's elevator. It's up in the executive suites in Vera's room. Not a coincidence. Vera. She was my other partner before the bomb. Took some legwork. Some convincing made it happen. Sinclair was already puppy-eyed, so all I had to do was the introductions. She smiled, fluttered her eyes, showed a little leg, and he built this whole place for her. Made her the key to his vault, like a joke, because of her name. Her fake Hollywood name. Except Sinclair didn't know I'd been there first. I could twist her whatever direction I wanted.
So yes, there's some rather nasty blackmail going on here.
All she had to do was get inside the Sierra Madre for the gala, then use her voice to open the door. After that, smooth sailing. Would have been the biggest heist in history. Sinclair left holding the bag. Ruined.
Unfortunately, as you might have expected, as so often happens in the Fallout universe, then the war happens.
The bomb. Vera got sealed in here. A few hundred years go by, give or take. Almost the end of the story. Then you came along. Now we finish the job. Rob the Sierra Madre, rip out its heart. Last chapter of Frederick Sinclair. Close the book.
And yes, if you try and ask after what Dean's problem was with Sinclair...
Problem? All high and mighty. Lording it over everyone. Acting so self-righteous, like nothing could touch him. He was the one with the problem. Never got mad at anything, nothing seemed to shake him. Even after his life kept getting dragged through the dirt. Always kept looking for the bright, shining future in everything. So, I decided to take everything from him.
So yes, there's not really much of a reason, Dean.
Do to me What, weren't you listening? He thought he was better than me. Don't believe me? Look around. This big casino. This big, colossal monument. Think it was for some woman? No. All ego. All self-righteous and lights. Fit him perfect. Had to take him down a few pegs. Bring him down to my level. Begin again. Some things you don't get up from. I was going to prove it.
Basically, yes, Dean Domino's just been holding an incredibly petty grudge for several cocky centuries.
I didn't know at first. Then the old man showed up. You showed up. Then that woman showed up, covered in scars. The one who makes all the hand signs, a little tight around the corners of her mouth. I put her in the clinic, tuned her like an instrument. If she heals up, it's not going to be her voice speaking anymore. That is, if the Sierra Madre didn't get her. If it did, well, there's enough of Vera around for me to spend a few years piecing a book together.
And there we go. Dean was the one who locked Christine inside the autodoc. And as we saw long ago, yeah, the autodocs inside the medical facility, they're capable of doing a work to people's vocal cords. So he's literally recreating Vera's vocal cords inside Christine.
So here's the short of it. Piece together Little Miss Vera Key's song in the right order. Sierra Madre opens its legs, we're in business.
And there we go. We now know ultimately what we need to do.
Go! Knock yourself out. I'm just going to catch my breath a bit. That performance, well, more pressure than I was expecting.
And there we go. That's the mission complete. He's also given me, okay, a whole bunch of stuff. And also, hang on, sorry, that is still actually operating there. So, yeah, he's got a safe. Do I need it? I don't think I do, but I may as well, like, you know, go and grab it while I'm... John, there's literally a radio there. Do not take the risk. There's nothing that important in there. It's fine. So, okay. That's 2 out of 3 done already, though, John. Do not forget about the still functional radios at the front. So, yeah, just to go straight through here and choose the key, and then just to get outside, and that's all fine. Everything's okay. Do I need anything from you, by the way? Or have we already got everything I need? No, I think we're fine. So, right. What I do want to do, though, is, yeah, wait another... Hang on. Yeah. 12 hours, 13 for safety. So, there we go. That is beautiful, though. Was that my AP that just jumped up there? What just jumped up? Something just jumped up, and I'm not sure what it was. So, okay. Over to flipping midnight. Yep. House still 163. Though, John, implant GRX. Because would you believe there's more cocking creatures out in the world.
Good. Almost have the entirety of what I need from the music archives. Once you have the last fragment, you can thread the archives together at the main floor terminal.
And Elijah's just monologuing. No, quite a short monologue on this occasion. In fact, I think that one just went into the side room. I don't need to kill everybody here. Just, yeah, the ones upstairs will do fine. Just take you. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, there's one more over here, though I don't love. Somehow you did not detect me. There we go. Your head bursts. And straight away into the suite. Okay, we're just going straight from one thing to the next. Because, yes, like Dean was just saying...
Bring the mute and deal with her. She's somewhere on this floor. Floor's buzzing with emitter signatures. Watch out for holograms.
If it's who I think it is, this is Christine. Recovered. in what looks like an old world hotel room. High class. 2 rooms. Exit sealed. All doors are locked down, security's activated, and emitter signals are lighting up all over this floor. I'll do what I can from here. Floor's got holographic security, not latest tech. Field of view targeting systems, primitive. Familiar.
And there we go. Christine now speaking again, though not with her voice. Though, yes, luckily this is the point where me helping her really starts being useful. Because, yeah, having Christine as a friend, that is a bloody nice in this area. And speaking of this area, yes, I'm now trapped in here. I literally can't leave. Still, I would say, having blitzed our way past the opening of the casino, how about we call it a putt there? But next time, well, obviously, yes, we need to do Last Luxuries, because I'm literally trapped in the suite, and I can't do anything else. And beyond that, yeah, we're actually getting very close to the end of Dead Money here. And honestly, yeah, this is going, well, like really well so far. Though on the other hand, yes, like Christine was just saying, there are many holograms in this area. And the final run to the vault is not fun. So, right, next episode, we're going to the very nastiest bits of Dead Money, so hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been a Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. Thank you very much, and goodbye. If we just hide the bodies, nobody needs to know about this. Yes! My stupid plan has worked! It turns out I'm a genius! The giant rat scorpion is not gone! Oh, hang on, there's more yet, though. I'm still being very shocked. Guys, where's the NCR? Nobody needs to know.